Oh, Math Gad, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be learning a lot and we're going to be improving a lot our math skills. But before we continue with the video, guys, it's very useful for the channel to grow if you turn on those notifications, subscribe to the channel, and push that like button as well. So without further ado, let's begin.
Oh my God.
Welcome back, everybody. In today's video, we're going to be learning how to solve quadratic equations by factoring. So let's begin. So the first equation is x to the power of 2 plus 18x plus 32 is equal to 0. So the first thing you want to make sure is that you have the standard equation. So ax squared plus bx plus z is equal to 0. And then you have to remember that whenever we factor the standard form, which is again ax squared plus bx plus c, we're going to have to be very careful because we're going to be having a look at the factors of a and the combination of the factors of c, so that whenever we multiply the two parentheses, we obtain an addition or a subtraction that gives us b, right? Maybe we can learn that in an easier way by looking at the problem. So in this case, we have x squared plus 18x plus 32 is equal to 0, right? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to try to make two parentheses out of that. Now, a tip, guys. The sign inside the first parenthesis is going to be the same sign as the middle term, so as bx. So in this case, it's going to be positive. Then the second sign of the second parenthesis is actually going to be the product of this sign and this sign. So the product of the two signs in the standard form. So plus times plus, so the multiplication of two positives is going to be positive, right? And now be careful, guys. Here we have x to the power of 2. So that means that we're going to have x on the first one and x on the second one. Because when we multiply x times x, that is going to be x to the power of 2. Now, the other thing you have to be careful of is that now we're going to see the factors of c. So the factors of 32. 32 can be many things. It can be 4 times 8. It can be 32 times 1. It can be 16 times 2, right? It can be many things. But the thing we have to be careful of is that in this case, because we have on both parentheses we have a positive sign, that means that we have to find two factors of 32 that when added, because they have the same sign, they give you 18, right? So if we take 4 and 8, the answer is going to be 4 plus 8, that is 12. 32 and 1, that is going to be 33. But when we take 16 and 2, the addition is going to be 18. So that means that we're going to take 16 and 2. Because whenever we multiply 16 times x is going to be 16x, and then x times 2, that is going to be 2x. And whenever we add them, that is going to be 18x, which is the term we're looking for, correct? So now that we have done that, we can actually use the product of zero property. So in this case, because we have two parentheses being multiplied and that is equal to 0, we can say that the first parenthesis is equal to 0 or that the second one is equal to 0, right? So in this case, we have x plus 16 is equal to 0. So the 16 passes to the other side. So x is equal to minus 16, and that is one answer. Or we can also say the same thing for this one. So x is equal to minus 2. Guys, feel free to check out the description in order to find out the video of the product of zero property. For now, let's continue with the next problem. So the next problem is 5x to the power of 2 plus 16x is equal to minus 3. Now, you have to recall, guys, that whenever we do these problems, we have to find the standard formula. So ax squared plus bx plus z is equal to 0. So z is the independent term, so that is going to be the minus 3. So we have to switch it and move it to the left side. So the formula is 5x squared plus 16x, right, plus 3 equal to 0, correct? Now, that we have found the standard form, we know that we have to find two parentheses, right? So in this case, the factors of 5 are 5 and 1, and then x and x. Then the first parenthesis is going to have that same sign, so positive. And the second one is going to have the multiplication of the two. So plus times plus, or the multiplication of two plus signs, is going to be positive, right? And then we have to find the factors of 3. Now, be careful, because you can either put 3 here and 1 here, or you can actually put 3 here and 1 here. The difference is that whenever you put 3 on the wrong side, you're not going to get that 16. So remember, you want to get 16 whenever you multiply the parentheses. So let's say you put it this way, 3 and 1. These two are going to get multiplied, so 3 times 1 is 3x, and then 5 times 1 is 5x. But the addition of those two terms is going to be 8x, and we're actually looking for 16, so that means that we haven't done it properly. Now let's try the other way around. Now that we have tried it, we have 1 times 1 is 1x, and then 5 times 3 is going to be 15x. So the addition of 1x plus 15x is going to be 16x. So that means that we have found what we were looking for, that's 16. Now, guys, that we have found the adequate factors of 5x to the power of 2 plus 16x plus 3, what we do is that we apply the zero product property. So either 5x plus 1 is equal to 0, or x plus 3 or 1x plus 3 is equal to 0. When we solve for x, we're going to have 5x is equal to minus 1. So x is equal to minus 1 divided by 5. Or we have x is equal to minus 3. And those two are going to be our solutions for this problem. So guys, take a look at these two examples we did today and try doing them on your own, applying the rules, and make sure that whenever you multiply those two parentheses, you're actually factoring properly by looking at that term with x, so that bx term, and make sure that the multiplication gives you that term in order to verify that you have factored properly. So guys, that is it for today. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.
Check out these other videos to improve your math skills, and make sure you click that subscribe button to make the community grow. Follow Math Gad in its social media accounts, drop a like, a comment below, and see you on the next one. Bye!